Well, I'm not gonna lie, guys. This episode is recorded directly after the second one because this game is awesome. I can't stop playing it, but I also feel like I gotta cut it at some point because I can't put out 2-hour videos for you guys. So welcome to the third episode of Parkitect. If you forgot from last time, today's mission is taking up a loan, getting some money, building a new flat ride, building a new roller coaster. So basically we got a ton of stuff to do. So let's just go straight into it. And I feel like the first thing that we should do is look at the roller coaster. You got it, guys. And in my opinion, people are asking for a lot of high intensity. So I feel like we should go for a steel coaster. And I really like the retro steel coaster, which is a modded version of the steel coaster. Runs on a new set of tracks and hopefully it's a good mod. So why don't we just check it out? First thing we gotta do is take this loan, but I'm like, do we take the $8,000 loan and make sure that we have enough money for our renovation? We could do, because in a regular month where we aren't paying off anything or stuff like that, or building and things like that, we are making decent money. So I feel like we could go for the high loan, but it's also just more than doubling what we have to pay each week, and it's only 2,000 extra money. So you know what, guys, I'm gonna pause the game and I'm gonna take the $6,000 loan. There we go, we got a ton of money now. So let's just go for the retro steel coaster here. And how do we want to have this thing look? I finally finished it, and yeah, that was true madness. That was horrible. Like, I really just wanted it to fit in such a tight area. And don't quote me on that, please. But you know what I mean. We made this thing, and it looks freaking awesome. It's a really tiny, cool steel coaster. Leaves a lot of room here for maybe one additional ride and maybe some food stalls and stuff. A nice little ride, and hopefully the intensity will be what? 143. How on earth? Where is this? Now, guys, I got some bad news because I think that mod might be broken. So I had to remove the entire thing because I simply can't get it working. I tried so many things and I've literally been working on it for 2 hours. But that leads us to this. As you see, we installed a new ride. And the last thing that my research team developed was this Skyfall ride, which I've gone ahead and installed and added some scenery over here as well. So this entire section actually looks perfectly rounded off and just how I mentioned it was going to be. So I feel like this entire area here is pretty much done now, and people are enjoying this ride very much. It's been very popular, and as you can see, it really helped me gain some money after our huge tragedy here. But we have $1,000 at the moment, and I repaid one of the loans, so we can take this new $5,000 loan. Let's go ahead and do that. And I'm gonna try to build a new roller coaster, one that hopefully will work just a little bit better. As you can see here, I'm just trying to get some inspiration because this one is a medium intensity and it has one loop, just to sort of see how they do regarding to how steep their banks are and stuff like that. So let's just try to grab the steel coaster here and give it one more shot. So let's raise it to 3.5 meters here and go around once again, just like before, and go up, which we also did before, and hopefully things will work out just a little bit better for us this time. So we're gonna go for the chain lift here once again, and it's just ended at 8. Now off with the chain. Put a bang of just 10 at the moment compared to the other one. Dang it. You know what? We're gonna do something else which will be even better, I'm sure. I'll try to mess around with this, and when I get something that I sort of like, I'll get back. Just when you thought all hope was out, this freaking epic looking coaster has come to our rescue. Even though it isn't what we started out with, this is very, very, very good indeed. Has a pretty decent rating. I just messed around with the wagons, so these results are still good. So 50 intensity. I would have loved to go to high, but it's good for now. A medium intensity ride like this is pretty okay, and we can take like 5.5 for people to try this. Hopefully, we'll have to see if people want us to ride it. And I can see that we have to fix the waiting times. There we go. Good stuff. Maybe just bring up the chain speed a tiny bit. There we go. And we have ourselves a steel coaster, which features this nice turnaround. I know it looks a bit weird there, but besides that, we have a loop, we have a corkscrew, and then we have some twisting and bending and stuff like that. Some nice, neat turns, and as you can see, pretty good intensity and a pretty good excitement. So I'm very pleased about the result. Now we just have to decorate it, and we haven't really done any station buildings yet. I feel like we should just do a generic station building for this one. So let's go ahead and do that, and we could start here with Shy Guy's building kit once again. Whoops, that was the wrong piece of wall. Now we gotta bring this down just a little bit, and I want it to cover be a 2 by, what is that, 1 2 3 4 5 2 by 5 building, and we need some neat looking colors. So should we go for an orange theme just to keep it the true tree burger style? Let's do that. There we go, and let's copy that color into there. Good stuff. So let's just start out by laying some sort of base here. We got that set up. So now we're gonna grab the quarter wall here. Just go for the same paint scheme. There we go. And let's fill in all of this like that, and these edges as well. Now we do need a bigger one for the station here, for the station part. So let's go back in here and grab the full wall, or we could actually just fill that in all the way around here. So let's delete these, and let's fill in this bit. There we go. Good, so we got that going, and let's just quickly cover up this side as well. Alright, so we got that going. Good stuff. Now we just need to lower these pillars a bit. Let's just go for the ground level here and fill in all of the pillars here so that these are all connected, because oh whoops, we forgot one. There we go. And bring that down to 3 as well. And do the same on this side. So now that we have all of the pillars in, we should probably look at some roofs. And do we like the height here? I feel like the height is okay. Tell me why it does not. Oh, we got that set up way too high, that's why. So this must be 487 then. And let's do it all the way here. Good stuff. And grab the roof, which is in here. And the roof that is curved down. What color should we go for here? We could go for some sort of brown. Ah, that will be too plain then. You know what? A dark gray roof. That's pretty cool. Good stuff. So let's see. Matches perfectly. That is so good. And go to 4.9 just so that the curved walls will not clip through. Now, do you guys see what I'm talking about? Because this looks very annoying, but we can fix it by using the additional grid snapping points. So let's go ahead and do that, so that we can bring out the roof. But these glitches through each other now, but that we'll have to live with that, because I don't think I can change it that much. Now, do we have something that we can round off these edges with? I hope I do. We are gonna have to round that off with the trim just for now, because I really don't know what else to use right now. But look at that. We have a station building for this ride, and we can actually add just a bit more detail to this. So if we go down here, what do we have? I need some details. I feel like we should have some. I want to add an extra layer of walls to this. So if we go back in here and grab this, let's go for a white base. Good, like that. And then if we go for the 8 grid, nah, let's just freehand this. I think that's the best option we have. Yep, definitely is. So the way that we want to do this is just make sure that the parts are just clipping through each other like that. As you can see, these are leveled now. And then just go ahead and do this all the way around the entire building. Now this, I know this takes some time, but adding details like this just looks super good. So I highly suggest doing so. It just adds additional layers of detail to your builds. And there we go. We got ourselves a building for our coaster, which looks really dope. So now all we really have to do is just add some scenery to this entire area and make it look good once again, because we deleted quite a lot while we built this new coaster. So let's get back in here into nature and put down some trees here. First of all, trees are always good to have. Some over here, over there. And don't forget to swap trees so that you aren't just using the same all over the park. And something like this, maybe a few birch trees as well. Like this, good stuff. A few over here as well. And then let's grab the bushes. Where are they? Shrubs. There we go. And let's just go nuts with them. I want to keep some space here because I want to make a sign for this. Now this is my third attempt at making this episode, and I think we are just gonna round this episode off because I already have over 20 gigabytes of recordings, because this episode has just been a pain. The coaster not working and things crashing. My recording software crashed yesterday while trying to add bushes and stuff here, and I don't know what happened, but it was just a struggle to get it working again. I fixed it somehow, and here we are, but we are actually at a point where we could just end this episode off, because I feel like we have done something. We got our new coaster as we wanted to, and we got the new flat ride over here, and we made the area look nice. So we have actually made quite a lot of progress in this episode, even though the first coaster was a total disaster, but this is a good time to end it. Next time we will probably be looking at trying to finish off the entire Main Street area, the entrance area, and then we could put in a nice flat ride here and then bring out a path here. So we actually have two places that we could extend this park. We could either go this way and try to work on the western mining area sort of thing, or we could go this way and probably introduce a new zone over here somewhere. We'll have to look at that later. So for now, thank you so much for watching and have an awesome day. Bye.